Hi, everybody. Welcome to The New Normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa, and it is Friday. So you know what that means. It's happy hour. My buddy Clint Westwood is on the other side of this, so he's going to be joining us. If you guys will take a minute and just jump out of this, give us a like real quick, share this video, get everybody in here. We've got some great news for you about the meetup that we're doing in Kansas City, in Olathe, Kansas on August 27th. Some more support coming in and partnerships there. So we hope everybody can join us, and we'll be right back with my buddy Clint Westwood here on Happy Hour at The New Normal. Oh, I forgot to bring him in.
That's okay. That's all right. I'm used to being left behind, getting kicked out of the car by a beautiful lady. It's nothing new.
Left in the dark. Happy Friday.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. May I ask, what you drinking today, Lisa?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I thought I would go out on a limb. I poured it.
Speaking of going out on a limb,
I poured it completely different today. I put the Fresca in first, and then I put the Tito's.
It hits you harder when you first start drinking.
I'd change it up a little bit.
Tito's on top. I hear you.
Living
Fresca on the bottom
edge.
and Tito's on top.
Yep, living on the edge over here.
I hear you. Mm-hmm.
Cheers, everybody.
Friday.
How is everything over there?
Everything's pretty good.
I heard you. Oh, my camera's all jacked up.
Well, that happens.
Oh, you guys can't even see me on.
Well, you do so many shows that the camera's probably getting all out of alignment and stuff. You know what was going on last night on the Patreon channel, in and out, and air conditioning problems.
Oh my Lord! So we are actually, if you are on my Patreon, I need to give a quick apology. They had one of the dates wrong or the time wrong on Shiba. And so we're recutting it. We're going to re-release the rest of the video. Everything's great, but we're editing out the Shiba parts. And then we're going to reshoot Shiba with a new date and time with Jill and SL on Sunday. It'll be live for Patreon members. We're also going to do a couple other coins that we didn't get to read. SL really wants to do XRP. I told her I'll just keep my mouth shut.
That's one of her biggest predictions, I think. That's one that's going to run the highest, I think, is in her what she's seen.
Puke.
It's unbelievable.
Anyway,
yeah.
I said to each their own. That's why we love freedom. Everybody can make their own choices, and that's true freedom, is allowing everybody to have their own voice. So
I'm going to allow you to screw up. That's freedom.
Yeah, that karma's on you, babe.
That's right.
So on Sunday we'll reshoot the rest of the video is great and has great information. So we'll cut out the parts with Shiba, repost that video probably tomorrow for Patreon members, and then we'll reshoot Shiba, and then some of the other questions we didn't have time to get to because poor Jill, her air conditioning went out. She had a air conditioning guy coming in and out of the video, as well as her hair blowing all over the place because she had two fans going, and it was a little chaotic.
I wasn't sure what kind of video it was. Her hair's blowing. I'm like, what is
a little Beyonce video going on. Her hair's going in the wind.
I thought, who won the world? Girls. That's what I was thinking of, when I saw that, because you're all girls,
Well, what's funny is, I hardly ever wear black, and I wore black that day.
Did you go out or something? You look like you're all dressed up and the hair looked good. What was going on?
Well, thank you. No, I just looked especially fabulous.
You did. Gotta say.
That's very sweet of you. Thank you. No, and then and SL usually when she comes in, she never shows her face, but at least she makes her square a color. And I said, you never make your square not a color. She goes, oh, hold on, I usually use a sticker. And she tried and she could not make it a color, so her square was black. And then Jill shows up and it's 100-something degrees in her house, and she's in black. And I
Like
was
me.
like, yeah. And she goes,
And my
but you
monarch
always
shirt.
wear black.
My monarch shirt.
Nice monarch shirt.
Yeah.
Looking snazzy in that crown.
Oh, yeah.
And Jill's like, I never wear black, and it's 100 degrees. So I thought that was funny that we were all wearing black. But
I don't know if it was like some kind of coven coming together or what was going on there with all the
Might have
darkness
been.
and black. And I don't know. It was
I
like some
don't
kind of
know.
spells and cauldron burning and brewing. I don't know.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
No,
So
lovely ladies. That wouldn't be the
lovely
case.
ladies. So you guys, if you haven't seen it yet, we will be re-releasing that hopefully by tomorrow with all the edited. Does have a lot of great information. SL uses her price predictions, and then Jill brings in the astrology to give dates on several coins. Red coin.
Yes, I like red coin.
I know you like red coin.
I like red coin. It was an Aquarian coin. Now, see, that makes sense to me now because I'm an Aquarius.
That
and it was
does
an
make
Aquarian
sense
energy,
why you're so drawn
and
to that.
Exactly. I'm resonate with it, and so there you are.
There was a lot of information about Digibyte, which we did a video with Maya and SL and I, and some people, some developers from the Digibyte team, I don't know, a couple months ago. And then Jill brought in some of the same information. And then I was later that night, like 30 minutes later or so, somebody tweeted, oh my gosh, who just picked up 14 million Digibyte coins?
I saw that.
And I was like, that's like the same time we were live on our Patreon. I was like, that had to be one of our members.
FOMO is a bee. Let me tell you, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah. And it talks about, and it's so, anyway, it was really interesting. And I did get, and I retweeted it. And then I got a new Patreon patron from that. And I was like, hey, here's
Awesome.
that other video, make sure you go check it out. So, cool. But it talked about why, and in the astrology chart for Digibyte, why that was significant for them and when that would kind of kick in. So I thought that was really interesting. So it's $5 a month and it supports the channel. It's really interesting. If you're into astrology, it's really cool to hear why she thinks this for these coins and the charts. And, you can take it or leave it. SL's got like a crazy accuracy rate. I think she's 80 or 85%. Jill's really has a long history of her.
And you put them together and
yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can front run all of the whole bull market. I mean, it's kind of cool, for $5. $5 a month.
Well, and everybody needs to do their own due diligence. None of this is financial advice. This is all just
it's woo woo.
Woo woo.
It's all woo woo. But you know what?
I'm
down with the woo woo. It's working.
Yeah, it's working for us. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. I'm super behind. So G Graham, Tom, I'm super behind. There's no way I'm going to be able to click through all this.
Trinamon,
Magic,
Captain John Morgan, Magic Torch, Polly P, Tom,
Jason,
of course.
Oh, there's Westwood, Nana.
Oh, what's he doing here?
G Charlie,
Joe Churchin. That's that a new name?
A new friend.
I never noted.
Welcome, Joe.
For being here, Joe. J-Dog. I think I've seen J-Dog before. Another Digibyte fan. I love Digibyte. In fact, let me sport some of my wares here. Oh man, I can't.
And you guys, so this our meetup in August, on August 27th.
Struggling. There we go.
Script Skynet, who's a big Digibyte fan, is going to be partnering with us. He's going to come visit. Oh, cool. Oh, I didn't realize you got Digibyte set too.
Oh, I've got everything. And maybe, I guess there isn't a maybe about it. I've got some scotch poured out in this baby. Digibyte glass. Look at that.
Very pretty.
DGB made those. I tried to get him to come to our meetup because he's in Oklahoma also. And I
didn't realize he was in Oklahoma.
Yeah, he's an Okie. So he's in Oklahoma, and he's not going to be able to make it because he's got something to do with work, but he would love to go. And I said, hey, we're going to be in Texas.
Let me pull up his.
But he made that glass, these glasses, 2 of them actually. One with Digi Assets. I mean, pretty cool, frosted. And then on the bottom it says DGB on it. I mean, that's awesome. Well, you probably can't see it there.
Oh my gosh, it is raining like a you know what. My husband has been working his tail off all day. Outside, inside, everywhere else. He just put his bathing suit on and was like, I'm going to go try to catch. I think the storm went around us. and it is thundering, raining,
Survey
pouring.
says.
Bless his heart. He's been like
Poor
working as
guy.
hot as anything. He tries to go outside.
You know, that's the thing. Quit
Storm
working
start.
and just get out there and sun yourself. Just
Wow.
stop that work, get out there and catch some sun and relax.
He is so he
Can't
like
help it, can he?
grew up in the hood. He is a hard worker. His thing is work hard and then you get to play hard. And so
But not today.
he's always
There's storms.
not today.
When there's
I
a
feel
storm
bad.
coming, you know, it upsets some things.
So this is DGB. If you guys are not following him already, he's an Okie. You have to follow this.
And he's a
incredibly
darn good
smart
looking
Okie.
guy. I mean, seriously. I mean, I can, you know, I'm comfortable with myself. He's a good looking dude.
Damn handsome man.
Isn't he handsome? He really is. And he makes
Where's
some
the
killer
picture of him?
glasses. You know, a guy that can make whiskey glasses and look like that. Jeez.
I don't see. There he is.
There he is. Look at him.
The handsome young man.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's making all these. I don't know if he's still making them though.
I think he ran out of all the supplies. They're all done and sold out. You know, if you put some heat on him in about a month, you know, maybe he'll
FOMO'd him. Maybe around Christmas we could talk him into if he had enough people that said, "Hey, I'd be interested." Maybe around Thanksgiving or before, we could kind of maybe he could get some pre-orders. If you guys are interested, these would make great Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you can DM him, but you know, tag him in a tweet or DM him if you know if you're
if you can get him to follow him back.
If you can, do that. But I mean, just reach out to him and say, "Hey, I really want some of these glasses." And you know, if he gets enough demand, you know, the free market takes over. You know, it's one of those things.
I think it's a great idea, and that way we're spreading more
supporting
crypto adoption and supporting each other in the crypto community. Bet on Main Street.
Thank you. Yes. There you go.
Absolutely. So we
paid with crypto
betting on Main Street. We did pay for crypto on these.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of betting on Main Street, we sold our Subaru today, or are in the process of selling it. And I'm such a tweeter.
Anthony M's in here. Gotta love Anthony M. He's got some good comments.
We had to
so
Subaru recently. Hey, Pukin Dog, nice to see you. Subaru recently came out. We have loved Subaru and have been Kick Dog loyal. Speaking of dogs, Kick Dog loyal, faithful to them. They have been great with reaching out to charities, supporting the community, all this. And recently they made a tweet supporting the Biden-Harris administration. And I was appalled. There's one thing to say, like, we support electric cars or whatever, but they specifically mentioned the Biden-Harris administration.
Well, I mean, why would you even bother doing that? If you're a business, why do you come out and you like support an administration?
Because they went woke. So
they're going to go broke.
So they're going to go broke. So we took our Subaru up to Exotic Motorsports of Oklahoma, which is a friend and someone that worked for Charlie for years. And this guy, he was so sweet. And he's like, you know, man, Charlie, like out of all because my husband worked in the car industry for over 35 years in Oklahoma. Pretty much anybody who's in the industry now, has either worked for or with my husband at one time. And he's like, out of all the people like you could have gone with to sell your car, why'd you pick me? And Charlie's like, you know, because we're going to bet on Main Street. If it can go, we're tired of supporting these big box, big stores. This is a guy who, him and his brother-in-law took some money and they started their own thing and they're supporting their families and they're putting money back into the neighborhood and the community. And so we're supporting Exotic Motorsports of Oklahoma. So
let her out, would you? She might have to go.
Let the damn dog out.
The dog might have to go out, pee. Thank you.
But anyway, so this is our way to bet on Main Street. America first. If they're going to go woke, we're not having any part of that. So
they ain't getting your money. They're not getting your energy.
Not getting our energy.
That vampire's not getting your blood. Be gone. Exactly. Poof, gone. That's exactly it.
No.
Let them vaporize because you're shining the light on them right now, and that vampire cannot handle the light.
That's right. You know that. We took our child out of public schools this week. I have been like interviewing and researching homeschool things. I'm having to have way too many conversations with my ex-husband And that's been challenging.
That's why he's an X.
Lord.
Give me
Wait, I need another drink.
Better have a drink. Solve some problems.
Lord, it's been a
Can I get another, please?
It's been a really challenging
No,
week.
wait, that's 2 weeks from now when we go on the road. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I am really looking forward to it. I'm telling you guys, like the community that we have, when I have to go and deal with this other reality of public school and these woke big corporate entities and people thinking that, the CDC already came out and said that the test does not work. And
right. They
everybody's
pulled
like,
one of them and said, don't even use it.
And then they're like, oh, the numbers are up. I'm like, I'm so confused. You guys just said the test doesn't work. So what are you using to count these things? And I know I don't want to lose my channel again, so we have to be very careful and all this, but the amount of insanity that is going on in this world. And then I get to come here and talk to our friends like Joe W. and Charlie and Stephen Tyrell and Nana and Tom and Anthony M. and Jason and Rick and Magic and Mitch. And
speaking of Magic, Mitch.
And it was just Mitchie's birthday.
I know, yesterday. No, what, the 10th? The 10th. I'm
thinking yesterday. It was just Rachel's birthday.
It's still Mitch's birthday. It's his birthday week, he says. So,
It's his birth month. And it's Rachel's birth month. Or she's, what's her Twitter handle? Saltwater
Soul.
Saltwater Soul. Happy birthday to you,
Rachie
Rach.
Her birthday today.
Saltwater Soul.
Yes. Big shout out to her too. And Jay Crypto Minded. So you guys are like a piece of sanity to me.
Because that's the thing.
And G Graham, yes.
How long have we? I think the dog left. How long did?
You're so worried about the damn dog.
I know. Well, she had an episode like a week ago because she got out in the garden and ate so many tomatoes that she was so full, and then she had a seizure. No lie. So
tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean, she ate so much whatever. I don't know what she ate out there, but she was so messed up.
Isn't it lycopene?
I don't know. She was all messed up. So anyway, I gotta watch her. The Zog man, the legend that is.
I can't wait to go to Jersey. It's going to be October.
2 months.
My birthday weekend.
Like Chuck Woolery says, back in 2 and 2. Remember that?
I remember.
That's how old I am. Chuck Woolery's a good dude. Follow him on Twitter.
Is he still alive?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, legends never die. Just fade away.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are 2 weeks away now from meeting our fam, seeing everybody out there at the meetup and recharging. And you know how I am. I'll be stuck here on the ranch. I won't go anywhere. I'll be absolutely fine being on my own. And then Lisa motivates me to get out on the road and then once I get out there, then I'm like, all right, yeah, I like it. All right, I'm fired up again.
It's great to see everybody.
I'm getting rejuvenated because all that energy, that good energy. And then it's my big purpose here, and I think our big purpose here is that, like you said, Lisa, we fight all these battles, we fight all these vampires all day long, all the corruption, all the things that are just completely weighing down on us. And we're like, this is not right. We're living in some kind of comic book movie. I don't know what it is. And then, you were thinking, these people are nuts. I mean, you deal with your school board. These people are nuts. You deal with the superintendent. These nuts. I mean, I live around a bunch of crazy people. Where am I? Then you go to these meetups and you realize, you know what? Okay, here's some people that are actually feeling the same way I do, like-minded people. And I think it's the people in power that are the problem. I mean, it's these people who have elevated themselves and chased the power because, I can do this and do that, and I don't want to do it. But a lot of these ambitious people, they get in positions of power, and those are the people we see. Watch the news. I mean, I turn on just for fun and games. I'll turn on the nightly news. I did last night, and it's just ambulances going down the street, and people dressed up in all this gear, and like it's some kind of major freaking disaster zombie apocalypse going on right now.
And then you walk outside, and you're like, that's not really happening.
Right. But it's all stock footage. When you stop and look at it, it's like, now, wait a minute. Is this really live on the scene like your local news does, and they go out there and and they see, oh, there's a shooting, there's tape all over the place and outline of chalk on the ground. You don't see that. It's all this stock footage and it's all this emotional, oh my gosh, dun, 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 the music and all this. It's theater. When you stop and use discernment and you start looking at this stuff and you realize, no, wait a minute, are they really live at the hospital showing, these lines of ambulances, and all these beds? Are they in the hospital showing it? No, they don't show any of that. They might show one person that can't even contain themselves from laughing while they're trying to deceive you, about, could you see that on Twitter? Do you see that lady, the big thing going around now, she's obviously a crisis actor. And she's standing there and they're talking about, oh, it's horrible. She's like, I can't do this. And she starts laughing at the end of the interview. And then I don't know, the CBS reporter is like, and that's how horrible it is and how it's affecting her. She's obviously affected. No, she's laughing and you cut off of her because it's a complete joke. I mean, it's not real. People are starting to wake
and
up.
That's okay. So here's the other thing. My little brother sent my mom an email from his emergency room doctor friend. And it's obviously like, I've heard it from multiple ones, that, oh, it's so horrible that I had to hold up and for somebody to FaceTime their friend before I intubated them or their family member or whatever.
Sweet Jesus, help us all.
First of all, they've already said,
go ahead, get in the picture.
Get up in here. First of all, this is a there's Mitchie.
Yeah, I see him. She spotted you.
First of all, they're saying that the test was for was whatever you put in the test, that it would identify that thing. And what they put in it was they
put in cold, didn't they? The common cold or something?
Yeah, the common cold. So it was saying, yes, it had that.
Stated.
Well, then what they were doing was intubating people, and that's why they were passing on. So they were mistreating them, and that's why they were passing on if they had just treated them that way. Anyway, so some of these doctors are going to realize they're mistreating them, and that's why people were passing on. And they're going to lose their shit and feel terrible because they took this oath, the Hippocratic oath.
Or do no harm.
Do no harm. And it is going to wreck them. And I feel terrible for them. So
I do too, but you know what?
I think that's a terrible thing.
The thing is, though, and this is where we all need to be. And this is, I'm going to teach this in the class. I say this everywhere I go. You've got to trust yourself. You, at some point, have to have a reckoning. You have to have that come to Jesus moment.
Was his friend. Sorry, Mom.
Where you actually, oh man, this doesn't feel right. Somebody's telling me. When somebody tells me what to do and demands me, and kind of like makes me do something, tries to force me to do something, immediately the red flag goes up for me. I'm like, okay, what's the purpose? What's the motivation? What's the big sense of urgency? Because I'm just that type of person. I'm just going to naturally resist. I mean, and some people aren't that way, but you've got to get to that point. If you're getting lured into the freaking, lion's den, you better understand, that it's, oh, here, have this, have a piece of meat, let's come on out here and let's do this. You've got to understand at some point, look in yourself and have some sort of awareness, universal awareness, that maybe they're not looking out for my best interest. Maybe they've got another motivation.
They're hurrying.
You should be smart enough to do that if you're a doctor. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not, belittling any of them, but there are some that are very adamant and very in your face. And I've dealt with some of them, and they will say, basically, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. And I do, because I've got all these credentials. And you know what? I mean, yeah, these are the people that are going to be jumping off buildings. I mean, that's sad. But you know what? At some point, it's never too late to wake up. It's never too late to forgive yourself for the evil that you've done, even if it's not your fault, because somebody else influenced you to do that. It's never too late to come out and make a change, and speak the truth. And so I hope a lot of them start doing that, because that's going to be their salvation. They're going to be able to come out and save their souls, because we judge ourselves. They're going to be able to have a reckoning to where, okay, you know what? I screwed up. This week I screwed up. I screw up all the time, but you got to forgive yourself.
Yeah, not to get all preachy, but think about Jesus and the thief or the guy next to Jesus at Calvary. I mean, at the last moment, and Jesus said, "You'll be in heaven with me." Yeah. At the last, he lived his whole life And he, at the last moment, he asked for forgiveness.
You know, and some people don't like that. You know,
So
it's fire and
I know,
brimstone. It's just like, you
yeah,
know what, eye
but
for an
it's
eye,
not earned.
F you. But you know,
No, it's
again,
not
we
earned.
all make mistakes though. Throughout
Yeah.
our life, you know, we've all done stupid things. We've all gotten in bad situations, listened to people that we shouldn't have listened to, and done things we shouldn't have done. And as a parent, you got to think of it that way. As a parent, you are gonna forgive your child if they've changed, truly changed, and try to change. And so you do. And so there's always that last bit of hope that, you know, you have. So there is no unpardonable sin except for knowing the truth and not changing once you know the truth. Not even attempt to change and just denying the truth.
You got it. You got it. Yeah, for sure.
All right, sorry. Off the soapbox.
Anyway, rant ended.
Gotta have a little Westwood rant. Can't help it.
Yeah. No, it's been a crazy week for us here. So, and a lot of, and I think, you know, when listening to Uncle Cliff's thing, like if you don't know if you don't know your place, don't jump in the race kind of thing. And
yeah, I've struggled with that this week too, because there were a couple of times I could have went to battle and I said, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I want to stay on the sidelines. I'm going to let it play out because there are other people that are willing to get in there and fight that battle and take the hit. It's like,
well, because here's the thing. Here's the other thing. And I want to say this to all of my, especially male warrior friends. You are not a coward for not stepping in the battle when you know that it will end badly. Because some of it is noise and whatever. And like my husband, very alpha male, it will not stop on his watch. Like he will not back down.
I know.
And I see you the same way. And so when he knows when it's noise, he doesn't need to go to that fight. He's the one that when they come to our door, it will end.
Yeah. When you cross a line, that's it.
But he's not the one that needs to go to the Capitol and wave a flag around and, you know,
a man's
whatever.
got to know his limitations, and that's a very important thing.
He's not the one to start the fight because he will always be the one that ends it.
Yeah.
And so I think it's really important for all the alpha males that are backing our country, that are our last stand, to know that we respect you, we love you, we see who you are, and we know that you are who you are, and we're not saying that you're not in this for us. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want them to feel like they're not doing their part right now. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
have to be that antagonist to say that you're a patriot.
No, you don't have to go out there and prove that you're a patriot. Right. The thing that right now, what we're in, and Cliff is right on this, it's an information war. It's exactly what it is. And it's an awakening process.
Being a peaceful patriot is being a patriot.
And that's it. You defend your castle. You know what the boundaries are. And don't go out there and, you know, engage just to, you know, engage. Because being, you know, that type of person, that can go badly. I mean, you know, and bad things can happen. And it's probably going to happen to the other guy. And it's better off not engaging in that because, you know, you got three options. You know, when you're attacked or, you know, when you're threatened, it's fight, flight, or freeze. You know, at some point, sometimes it's better just to freeze and let the action take effect. And you just stay on the sidelines and let that whole thing, that shit show, completely unfold in front of you, because you're not going to benefit anybody that you can benefit because you've got talent and you've got something to offer to the world. You're not going to benefit anybody by getting in that battle and getting wounded and being permanently damaged when you should have been on the sidelines, because after all this insanity unfolds, we're going to need to rebuild it. And we need people like you to rebuild it. And that's what it comes down to. And if you're not available because you did something stupid, and I love how Cliff says, don't win stupid prizes. Don't go out there and knock somebody's teeth out and then get your knee shattered from behind you.
Yeah.
There's no reason to do that. People are going to fight. Let them go out and fight. If you need to defend, you need to defend the castle. You need to defend what you have and protect what you have, because you know that's valuable and that's a sanctuary. And then after all that goes down, because it's going to, then we put the pieces back together. And we need good leaders to do that.
Yeah, I think about in parenting. I always had, and I can't remember if I heard this from like James Dobson or from Dr. Laura, but there was a thing about that's not a hill I'm going to die on.
Right.
There was a saying, and there were certain things like because children will challenge you on
Everything.
on anything and everything. And you have a strong-willed child, as
Oh,
I have
know.
had at least one. Well, I have two.
Like
that
98% of the DNA in her
out of
came
my
from here.
5. Yes. And I have out of my 5, I had 2 that really, well, no, 3. Well, anyway, a bunch that challenged me in different ways. They all challenged me in different ways. But
On that note,
there were certain things. There are certain things that like, is this because when you, especially with a strong-willed child, there are certain things that like, if you choose that thing, that has to be the hill you're going to die on.
Mhm.
And that means, so if it's not a hill you're going to die on, don't accept that challenge.
No.
And
Don't even climb it. Don't even take the
don't
first
even
step
climb
up
it. And so that's that
Don't even
thing
go
where
there.
like when I hear this noise on Twitter and like these stupid people are provoking and
Right.
changing the subject of what we're even speaking about, I'm like,
Next.
I cannot even talk to you.
Yeah, it's
what are
like
you talking-
it's so far removed.
I heard
from
the best quote, and I actually wrote it down.
That's good. You need a notebook to write all that good stuff.
Oh my
down.
gosh,
It's gonna be helpful.
Like, I have not done this before, but I'm like, this may be a new thing that I do. I was like, this is a weapon in my arsenal. And I sent it to Mom because I wanted my mother is like an excellent editor, and I can't spell to even save my life. Dang, Mom, where is it? Oh, I was like, I'm using this. I may have even retweeted it because it was so good. It's this guy was like, you have a lot of cognitive dissonance and painful. I'm sorry. I'm going to giggle so much. Sorry. You have a lot of cognitive dissonance and painful reconciliation ahead of you.
Was
Is
that a
that
fortune?
not
Was that
the-
a fortune cookie?
That
Did it
is
come
the
out of
perfect comeback to some of these woke jackasses.
I have a spin on that. I usually
I
say
cannot
you
wait
got
to
some
use it.
issues to work out with yourself. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
I know, but I think this is so beautifully
It is
written.
because then they're going to say, "What?"
No, it'll be like the school board member that told me, quit using big words and stuff.
Stop using big words.
Stop
You
using
think
big
you're
words.
important.
Stop using big words.
Robots.
Like
They're all
air
robots.
testing studies.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't understand. Can't compute facts.
Air
Okay,
quality
I got you.
control. Stop using big words.
Stop using big words. Please park in the red zone. No, don't park in the red zone.
Oh my
Yellow
gosh,
zone.
you guys.
Rick Cunin.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm not.
That's a
keeping
new
up with the
name.
chat. I apologize.
No, it's
Rick's
Satoshi.
been here for a while.
Has he? See,
Rick's a friend of ours.
Rick, all right, Rick, love you, brother. Come to the
Right.
meetup and I'll give you a big hug. Trust me,
Yeah.
I give a lot of hugs
All the hugs.
for free.
Do things spark from within. Help yourself be able to help the people close to you. Yes. Sean's here.
Satoshi Sean.
He can't spell either.
Can't spell
Perfect.
it all. He should have said I can't spell at all.
I can't.
Be awesome.
I
Is
can't
Satoshi
spell.
Sean in Texas?
Yes, he is.
All right, Satoshi Sean. We're going to see him in September then, right?
No, but he's coming to Kansas City.
Is he?
Yep.
Holy cow, that's going to be awesome. I'll tell you what, I'm kind of
forcing him.
I'm a little scared what's going to happen in Kansas City. I'm kind of afraid.
We're going to have such a great time.
Well, the thing is, we've got this class on the next day, and we're in this place where, comfortably 20 people can get in, and I'm starting to think, I'm getting a little nervous that it might not be big enough.
That's a great problem to have. I'm not worried about it.
All right, we're going to have everybody standing room
the
only.
Universe is
You got to have
with
a
us.
mask. You got to have the
No,
and
you
then
do not
otherwise
have
you
to have
can't come
any
in.
of
You
that.
got to have your card so you can show it at the door.
No, none of that.
No,
We're going to have a great time. It's love and peace. It all works out. It always works out at all these things.
I'm going home.
It always works out.
Look what I got. It's kind of funny.
That is one of my favorite pictures. Okay.
You love that? I'm going to bring it on the road with me, and I'm going to sign this, and somebody's going to get this picture.
Well, we need to make it an NFT.
We should make it an NFT. We need to get Lisa on the back of it.
Oh my God.
How funny would that be?
That would be awesome.
Litecoin Lisa on the back, hand it, grabbing the
That would
bar
be
on the
so
back.
funny.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I'd be like,
Right? Holding on to a Tito's, ice falling out.
I know. We imagine this. We're good friends with our Charlie has become friends with the local our liquor store people, and and they are going to try to get us in touch with the Tito's distributor to
That
see
would
if
be
we
so
can get a
awesome.
sponsorship. How fun would that be, though?
It'd be
If,
so
like,
fun.
when we
and
do our
would promote
meetup,
it, and everybody would love it. And it'd be
I
like,
think it would be
Tito's
so much
sponsors
fun.
drink, some drinks, whatever, a round of drinks,
Yeah.
whatever. Or at least so we can drink Tito's all night. I mean,
I think it'd be so much fun.
It'd be fun for everybody else if we were drinking just Tito's, so whatever happens, happens.
It'd be fun for everyone.
Oh man, I tell you that'd be one
And
heck
it's
of a
distilled
sponsorship.
6 times, and
Is
they
it
love dogs.
6 times?
It's also gluten-free, which
I've got a bottle right here. Oh, let me read the label on and
so
see if
delicious.
Litecoin Lisa's lying to me, which I don't think she is.
I'm not lying. I know my Tito's.
It says it right there, gluten-free and distilled
And
6
it's
times.
distilled 6 times.
Litecoin Lisa does know her Tito's.
I'm about to have to homeschool my kid. I'm doing my homework.
Mitch, I need a favor, brother. Can you get me some ice and bring that over here?
I know you're here as my guest, but we put our guests to work. Yes.
There's Mitch. You see him back there. See the Litecoin sign back there? That's right. Litecoin is the right coin. I accept Litecoin for payment here. And let's check the price of Litecoin right. $181.09 right now. I've got the ticker. You've got your pad up there. And I got a velvet rope for you. Don't even go there. Mitch is like, he's got his headphones on. He's not sure what I'm saying.
I am not a guest here.
Mitch is moving in.
He is not a guest.
Mitch is going to spend like a month here.
Mixing Tito's with. Oh,
hang on.
open-minded.
I'll show you.
So
OMB.
we mix with.
You all right, bro? Don't step on the dog. All right.
Okay,
Sorry.
wait.
Go ahead,
we
Lisa.
need to make sure. I'm super excited. So we have an announcement today. You guys might have watched Woo Wednesday. You guys are. I'm about to cut you off.
Why?
You're
just jealous. You want to be here.
I am super jealous.
You want to drive the Digibug again? You know you do.
I do wish I was there to drive the Digibug.
I know. See, everybody's jealous. Every time I drive down the road in the Digibug, they look at me and I can tell they're jealous. So it's all right.
Maybe we can swap on the way to Jersey. I'll bring.
I can't handle that kind of truth, though. I don't know if I can handle that, Lisa.
We could swap for a little while.
Maybe like 5 miles.
I do think it would be really fun. So I did post a thing about getting like
You're talking about sponsorships, weren't you? Or something?
Video and stuff. I am gonna do sponsorship announcement. And we have a new sponsor as of yesterday. Super excited. I'm gonna give Jason and Publica and I are gonna announce some online silver giveaway. Christopher Marcus of Arcadia Economics gave us 50 ounces of silver to give away. So most of that is going to be given away on the road because it's expensive to mail that stuff out because it's heavy.
Yeah. And there's, and the other thing is there's something about silver, holding it in your hand and then like giving it to someone else and passing that out and transferring that real energy, that moon energy, that Luna energy. There's something about it. I always carry one in my pocket. Always carry that silver coin in my pocket. There's something about it. And you know what? My mother-in-law, she used to be in the hospital all the time. I mean, she was sick and we would always go there, doctor's appointments. What I would do, I'd always have a silver coin in my pocket. And every time I go in the hospital, because, it's a disease-ridden cesspool, I'd go in there and I'd always have that coin. I'd always be rubbing it on my fingertips because, everything around there, there's just, I just don't want to be around it. How many people go into the hospital and they never make it out because there's just so much infection around. So I would always rub that silver coin all the time on my fingers.
Put a silver coin in your milk and it'll last like a month.
Yes, it does. And
I have never heard that, but it makes
I've got a water filter. My water filters that I've got back there, I put a silver coin in them. So when they go, it not only purifies it when it drips down, but there's a coin in the bottom, a silver coin to help. I mean, it's that old wives' tale, but it works. exactly,
yeah.
because it kills the viruses. You know, I mean, anything that's in that. I used to milk cows, and you'd take it right out and put it in there, and you'd drink it, without pasteurizing it, killing all the good stuff. But yeah, you put silver in it. If there's anything bad in it, it's going to kill it. I mean, so, I mean, that's how they used to survive. And guess what? Now we've been clamped down on, and now we don't have any of that old school information that used to be passed down from generation to generation, from your grandparents and parents to you. Nope. Now we got the fake news, and that's what we get to watch. And they don't tell us any truth. So, all this stuff is going to come back. And I said this probably a year ago. I said, I don't know if our future is going to be this high-tech future or if it's going to be this steampunk future, to where we've got all this technology, but it's like kind of like old school knowledge with technology built into it. You know what I mean? I think we might be going to the steampunk world. Some of us, I am.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but some people might go super high tech in these bubble cities. But you know what? I mean, there's going to be people out here in the middle of nowhere that have all this old technology with efficient technology kind of combined. And I just refer to it as that steampunk, because that's kind of that thinking. Not the right word, but that's where I'm headed.
That's right. So we're going to give away at least a quarter of it on Woo Wednesday with Public and I, for people on the channel what Chris wanted is people that do not physically hold silver, because his goal is to get physical silver in people's hands that do not physically hold silver. So we're working on a plan. If you guys have ideas, put it in the comments, send me an email.
Come to the meetup, and you're going to have a chance to get some silver.
Come to the meetup, and that's where we're going to give away physically the rest of the silver. Also, Arcadia Economics has made a commitment to be an official sponsor of the Happy Hour Roadshow meetup tour for at least the next 5 months through December, with an option to continue after that. So super excited about that partnership.
I love it. Go watch Chris Marcus. I mean, savant. I mean, just an amazing, intelligent person. You talked about him yesterday, Lisa. But, just go watch his videos. I mean, he is so super smart and so super tuned in and so wanting to destroy the vampires. I mean, and that's what this is all about.
And he's actively, he is writing letters to the
CFTC. He's in the arena.
He is fighting them. If you want to join the fight, go follow him on Twitter, retweet his stuff, send them letters. He is not taking this lying down, and you can jump. You don't have to figure this out. You don't have to do the research. Just stand with him, stand beside him, fight the fight with him. So super excited to have that partnership, and really honored to stand beside him. We also have Monarch Wallet, Robert Beatles, Great Patriot. So thank you, Westwood, for wearing the shirt, supporting us as another sponsorship for the Happy Hour Road Tour and the class. So in the class, we'll be downloading the Monarch Wallet.
Yep.
We'll be sending Monarch token and having people I'm so excited about this, because I think this hands-on opportunity where people will be sending coin back and forth. It's not going to be talking about it, watching a video. They're going to be actually having a hands-on experience, downloading the wallet, saving their seed phrase, sending coin to each other. I think this is going to be so powerful and empowering, and helping them really walk away having that real experience. So I'm super excited about that.
It's going to be like Sam Kinison teaching you how to get into crypto, because I'm going to be in your face. And I'm going to get you involved. And I'm going to get you fired up. No, it's not going to be that bad. I'm going to give you hugs. And you know what? You're going to love it. I mean, I love doing it. And we've got great sponsors. And the next one, Change Angel. Hit it, Lisa.
So we have Change Angel. Change Angel has offered to do a Litecoin giveaway, as well as we're going to be using them and teaching people in the class about Change Angel, doing swaps, all of that stuff. We also have a anonymous person not associated with Change Angel, but we will be giving one Litecoin away, separate from the Change Angel Litecoin giveaway, at every happy hour.
Wow.
That may or may not be a co-host on another video.
Wow. Litecoin.
I wonder who that would be. Somebody that likes Litecoin a lot, but
Litecoin.
he does not want us to tell
Litecoin.
people that it was him that wants to give a Litecoin
That's
away at
awesome.
every meetup.
That's completely
He's
awesome.
a great guy that talks a lot like this, and he gets really excited. But anyway, and then of course
Must love dogs.
Must love dogs. Him too, yeah. And Perpetual Assets, we're really excited. We're going to be letting people know that they can have a crypto IRA in their possession. Talking to them about that. You guys can talk to Gus and Will. We have a link and teaching them about that in the class. So lots of great sponsorships and support for this meetup. We're planning 5 months ahead in advance. We'll be letting you guys know each. Whoops. Oh, it kind of looked like a Bitcoin a little bit. Oh, it won't let me repost that. It was weird. Oh, it won't let me show you that, but it looks so cool. Okay, anyway. So we'll be starting in Kansas City, area in Olathe, Kansas.
Olathe.
Sorry. Olathe.
Olathe.
That's so very bougie. Olathe.
Bougie.
So,
we're going to find out what bougie means when we get to Olathe.
You don't know what bougie means?
No, what's bougie means? Like some French word?
It's like extra.
Like extra? Can I get some bougie fries with that meal?
Olathe. Anyway, so August 27th.
Can I get a bougie shot in my drink?
Yeah, she can get all the bouginess.
Bougie.
I like it. I love bougie. I like being fancy.
Bougie and fancy. All right. I feel like I'm about to get fancy going on the road with it.
I think it'll be wonderful to be in Olathe.
Right. We're going to find out.
My sister lived in Overland Park for a while, and that's really close to Olathe.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll be in Olathe on the 27th at Old Chicago.
We will be in Overland Park.
And then the next morning, for the crypto class.
For coffee.
We'll be at Homer's Coffee for the crypto class at 11.
11. Yeah, I was thinking about 10 o'clock, but I'm like, man, I don't know. 10 o'clock might be kind of early. Might be a little sketchy. So
might be a little
after
early
Friday night, because I got to teach. I've got to be ready to go. And so.
Well, thankfully, I was writing up our one of our sponsorship agreements, and I'm like, why is my Monarch wallet, my Monarch token is the same as my this other address and whatever. And then Beatles is like, are you teaching the class? I was like, no, Westwood's teaching the class. I still have a lot to learn. He's like, oh, okay.
He's like, what am I sponsoring here? No.
I know.
Lisa is going to be an integral part of this class. Trust me. I've got plans.
But we all have a lot to learn, So it was it was good.
We've got big plans for Litecoin Lisa and the crypto for beginner class.
Where you been? Yeah. Oh Lord. Olathe.
Olathe. Absolutely. All of the sponsors, all the information, if you go to clintwestwood.net, I think that's my handle that I down. Well, maybe once you get the thing off there.
Sorry.
You're fine. But go to clintwestwood.net, the link at the top, the big bold lettered thing. You click on that, and then you're going to see all the information for all the events. You're going to see the sponsors, links to their websites. Check them out because they are, we don't want any sponsors that we don't believe in. And that's really what it comes down to. If we don't believe in the product, we don't believe what they do, they ain't sponsoring us. And that's what it comes down to. So what you see there is legit. I put it on my website because I use it. Right. We only ask certain people because, we've always liked those people, met those people. We know who they are in the projects that they run, and they're freedom lovers. They are, it's all about what we do. So, we don't want just anybody. Because people will throw money at you. We don't want it unless
I've had like trading bots ask me to do for them to sponsor me or for me to do reviews or whatever. I'm like, dude, I'm not a trader. No, thank you. So just so you guys know, that kind of stuff happens. We don't do that kind of stuff. So This is where you guys can go to clintwestwood.net click on 2021 happy hour. I love that you dated it this year because we're going to
because there's going to be one in
continue
2022.
I did. So in the MOU, or the memorandum of understanding, I said, I did put in there, that was my little hopium, because I'm the hopium hustler. I said, with an option
I'm smoking
to
it.
continue.
I'm smoking it, girl. I'm smoking the opium.
Good, because I said with an option to continue. I can't remember the wording. My attorney said something about with an option to continue if both parties agree or something like that. So we have our sponsors, and then you have all their links there. So Monarch Wallet, Arcadia Economics, Change Angel, and Perpetual Assets. Right now are our 4 sponsors that we're really thankful. So
and they're all great
you guys
people.
check those out.
Great products, great people. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't be on my website. I just wouldn't do it.
And we, are not leading you astray with any of that.
No, not at all. It's nope, it's going to be good. I love it. I'm getting back in the teaching game. I haven't taught for 25 years. I taught high school for like a year, and it wasn't for me. Right out of college, I was 21. I said, I'm not going to babysit. I'm not going to do these things. I want to teach so badly, but I can't do that unless I have a willing audience. I want people to be interested in the subject. I love cryptocurrency. I love freedom, and everything kind of comes together. No coincidences. Everything happens for a reason.
I was going to say the irony that right now public schooling is going
falling
to
apart.
CRT and all this craziness. I'm pulling my child out of public school, which you guys, I never thought I would do. Like I never thought.
And you're in more of a conservative area. You're not in the inner city,
I'm in super conservative area.
Blue pockets. You're not. That's not where you're at.
I mean, I'm in a 2A sanctuary state, Oklahoma. We are the buckle of the Bible Belt.
I don't think one county went blue in Oklahoma in the last election, did it? Even with the scam that went on.
Not that I'm aware of.
I think it was all red. Every freaking county.
But our educators are educated and trained in the indoctrination camps of these colleges.
Yep.
And
so where's that funding come from? Start looking into that. Watch Lindell's, video from the past 3 days. I mean, it's all been hijacked. And I mean, you've got, again, that's like I said, the people that are in control are the people who are ambitious. They're ambitious and they want to be in control. They want to control you. I don't want to control anybody. I just want to get along. I want to be left alone. That's honestly what I want. And that's what I want for everybody. That's why I'm doing this, because I want everybody to have that FU money. So they can say, guess what? I don't care. FU. I'm walking away. I got what I need. I do not want anybody to have to tell you what to do. And so if I can in some way inspire you, awaken you so that you can get into a position where you can
have sovereignty,
acquire wealth, if that's the tool, if money's the tool at this point, digital money, use that tool, stab the heart of the vampire and walk away and say, I'm done. I don't need this crap anymore. That's where I want everybody to be. That's where I want to be. Everybody I meet, that's where I want them to be. If you don't want it, fine. Go ahead. Right in the neck. It's ironic. You take 2 teeth in the neck, and then you take 3 of these in the arm, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, whatever they tell you. There's 3 now, they said today. It's no different. They're vampires. I mean, the analogy fits. Get away from that. Get your energy out of that. Get your money out of that. That's your energy. Get out of that system. I mean, please do that. And if I can help in some way, and you can, come to a meetup, come to a class, learn.
Bring as many friends as you can.
Bring as many. Stack that thing up. I want to have 100 people in a freaking classroom. Right. I want a bigger room.
My thing is, so our motivation with this is do the Happy Hour Friday to be a fun, welcoming, non-threatening environment. Bring your friends that oh yeah, I hear you talking about crypto. Yeah, come meet my friends. They're not a bunch of weird computer uncomfortable. It's not scary. It's not intimidating environment. Bring them to the happy hour, have a drink, talk about BS and friendship and whatever. Have this non-threatening environment where we can do the Happy Hour Friday, and then tell them, okay, you met these guys, you met Lisa, you met Westwood, go sign up, have coffee and donuts with them on Saturday for 2 hours. You're going to download a wallet. You're going to learn about a seed phrase. You're going to learn some basic safety stuff. You're going to learn how to send some coin. You're going to learn how to buy some crypto, just very basics, just to get you started. And we've got the sponsorships now where we're just going to ask them to come and learn. And we're going to set them free just to get some adoption. We just really want to do this to help the community and to have that hands-on experience. So that is really the goal. So we're asking you guys to show up at the meetup, bring your normie friends.
It's free. Just show up at the meetup.
It's free. Just come and have fun.
Come to Old Chicago and Olathe. I mean, just hang out. Olathe. I love it. Olathe. I want to give Olathe a big hug, and I'm going to when I get there. So everybody get there, and it's just find out.
Oh, where'd he go? I don't know where he went. Okay. So you guys, my next job over the weekend, I'm going to be creating a meetup.com link, and I'm going to be sharing that on social media. I'm asking you to help me out by sharing that and liking it, joining it, sharing it on your social media. And then let's see, I'm going to do a Facebook event as well. Oh, he's back like a flash. So
you're not going to.
I was just telling them, it's okay. I was just telling them I'm creating a meetup event as well as a Facebook event, and asking everybody if they can partner with us and sharing that on their social media. Even if you can't attend, if you'll say you're attending and invite your friends to attend, because I think that will help us get more people to attend, and that will help us get more new people at the event, because we just really want people to feel included, safe. Like I said, we just want this to be really an inclusive event, and for everybody to feel safe and have that hands-on experience.
You know, if you think you're nuts and you've looked at cryptocurrency and you think, no, every meetup I go to, I meet a few people. They're like, man, nobody, my family, my wife, my husband, they just don't get it. And I feel like I'm crazy, and they're calling me nuts, for getting into cryptocurrency. If you feel that way, you're not crazy. Come to the meetup, and you're going to find out that there's a lot of people who have been, thinking the same way you do. And then when we get together, it's like, wait a minute, we're a lot bigger than we thought. We're pretty powerful here. And you need that validation, because society doesn't give you that validation at all. They just want to stamp you down.
And you do not have to have it all figured out either.
No, nobody
That's
has it figured out. I don't have it figured out.
It's not about being a coder or a programmer or whatever. You just have to say, like, I opt out of the other system. And can we help each other along? And this is about finding our community and saying, I want to help you. And this is our community. How can we help each other? So that's really what we're promoting. So that's what I'm hoping to, for us to create that space where we can help each other.
It's like every other meetup we went to, Lisa, starting with Texas. I mean, everybody that we meet, it's that growing family. We are finding other people who are awake, but they need to, more understanding. They're intimidated by, all the messages, and they want to meet like-minded people. They want to meet their family. It's the lighthouse that's calling the boats home, and we're bringing the lighthouse to Kansas City. All the boats need to come to Kansas City, Olathe specifically, and it's not an intimidating thing. I'm going to be drinking beer. I'm going to be drinking whatever. It's just like, I want to hang out with you. I want to help you.
I'm really excited to meet everybody and see everybody and just spend that time with our fam. We are going to be streaming the show live from 4 to 5. So if you're there and you are comfortable with coming on camera and talking to the people in the chat, we would love to have you jump on and say hi. If you would love to jump on and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in the chat all the time, I'd love to say hi to everybody. You're welcome to jump on and say hi. We're going to do that. And then Westwood and I will be there before setting up, and then we'll stay afterwards just to spend time with everybody and, meet our fam and try to get as many people as we can, as many of, hopefully you'll bring, like I said, people that are new to the community that want to learn more about crypto and want to have that hands-on experience to sign up for the class the next day. That's really our goal. So,
Not an intimidating environment, no pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just trying to help other people.
We're just
We're
opening
human
our
beings
hands saying we're
trying
here
to
for
make
you.
trying to make humanity rise. That's all we're trying to do against these demons, these devils, these vampires that have been controlling stuff forever. Sick of it, So it means being your own bank. If it means picking up weapons that are new, digital weapons. Let's do it. I mean, that's what
Selling
I'm
your
all about.
Subaru, taking your kid out of public schools.
There you go. Taking action, and saying, you know what? I'm done feeding that beast system. I'm out.
Having
That's
to
what we're
talk
all
to your
about.
ex-husband for 2 hours in one day.
Right.
Wait, I need a drink again.
That's fun. Yeah, you need a refill. Somebody get Lisa a refill quick.
Lord.
Right.
Okay. I love you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for our community. I'm thankful for you guys standing in this fight.
Give Lisa a thumbs up. Like this. Subscribe to her channel.
Give America
Patreon's
a thumbs up.
Exactly. Patreon, $5 a month. It supports everything she's doing. I mean, just do it and come to the meetups. Go to clintwestwood.net, click on it, find out where we're going to be. There's going to be 5 months every month. We're going to do something and just do it.
I'm so excited.
Get there.
I can't wait to see all of you guys. I'm just really excited. This is my bright spot in my month, and we're going to have a great time. This is when energy rises. This is when we all get together.
The Lion's Gate is open.
The Lion's Gate is open.
And we are roaring into the future. And we are going to change this world. We're going to make a new world. And if that old world does, it's like the tree that's dying, yet, it has roots in the ground. And, it shoots up. It's got these little saplings, not even saplings, little trees that come up from the roots. We're that tree that comes up from the roots of the old system. That whole thing can die and fall down. But you know what? We're starting anew. We're going to use what we can from that old system, and we're going to build something new. That's what we're going to do. I mean,
what's the word that Uncle Cliff is using?
He's too smart. I can't keep up with him.
Oh, he keeps using this word about divest or die.
Divergence?
No.
Divest?
But basically, it's about this old.
Digibite?
But this old system, and that's what I have felt like. This is what's happening. And that's why Trump had to step away. We had to watch the fake Biden come in because
people have to wake up. They got to see how horrible it can
die under Trump.
No,
the normies had to watch it die under Biden.
Under the guy
they wouldn't understand.
Anti-Trump.
They're too stupid to understand. Yeah. Anyway,
well, I mean, you can look at it that way, but hey, people are waking up though. Would you not agree? People are waking up.
Even my ex-husband is not taking the
prick.
And he said, "Oh my God, this one guy who's been he does medical malpractice insurance. He's like, even this one doctor who's been giving me crap has had 3 blackouts from taking the first, or maybe he got the second one.
For frick's sake.
This doctor drilled his own fingers into his sailboat and blacked out and fell in the water of this lake, and they pulled him out only because his fingers were drilled onto the boat. And another time he passed out in a car and wrecked his car, and I was like, "Oh, accidents," and he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I told him about what Uncle Cliff said, the whole thing. It's insane.
Man, oh man. Well, that's it.
Hey,
we've got to realize that.
Our buddy Rice is going to go live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, with our buddy Satoshi Sean and Nick from Divi. So you guys can check that out.
Cool.
I will be watching for sure.
Good dudes.
Yep. All our good friends.
Check them out, subscribe.
Our brothers.
It's all about freedom. It's all about changing this stuff and building our way out of it. That's all we can do at this point. There's no way to really root out that whole old system. We have to just build a new way. We've got the weapons to do that. We've got the tools to do that. We just have to understand that. And you have to believe in yourself. And I'll look you in the eye and tell you I believe in you. Come see me because you are powerful. And, that's why we're doing this face to face. I'm not going to go on forever. I'm not going to preach but it is what it is.
You already did.
Never.
You can't say I'm not going to. You already did.
I know. But all anyway, right. Here it is.
Well, we love you guys. We're really excited
about it. Taking a shot out of the Digibite glass.
Cheers.
We're going to do a little bit. I can't take this whole thing.
Did I tell everybody? Yes. Join my Patreon this month, and I'm giving away a keep key. Does it say keep key?
Yeah, it does.
Just has
There
a
it is. Keep
reflection.
key in the plastic, brand new.
This is the giveaway. So everybody that is already a patron of my Patreon, Mom will be very proud of me. And if you're a new member this month, you'll be registered for a giveaway of this. I'm going to click this in because this will be next month. My sweet friend, number 111.
Is it a gnome?
1. It's a Theta gnome.
It's a gnome?
Yeah, I just got this. 1111
You
big
don't
dog.
know me.
You don't know me. That'll be next month. But I just received that, so
Come see Litecoin Lisa sing karaoke in Kansas City, Olathe to be specific. We're going to have
you
a
have
good
to
time.
stay after hours for that.
Happy hour, after hours. It's going to be Westwood
hours.
After Dark. We're going to have one of those comebacks.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yes, it is.
All right.
All right. Love you all.
Love you guys. Take
Have a
care.
great
Love
weekend.
one another. See you guys next time.